right, everyone, it's Thursday. I'm Andrew Dow. Time for our Happening in the Hamptons podcast, our weekly breakdown of the Hamptons market, new listings, and events on the East End. We are sponsored today by New York Title Abstract, the Hamptons' leading title insurance firm. Visit newyorktitle.com. I am joined by Steve Glick and Dave Rotiner, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is our final episode of 2025.
That's right.
Pretty great year. As always, I think we had a mix, right? New agents on the podcast, experienced agents, builders, developers, local businesses, some laughs, some fun. Learned a lot.
It was a great year.
And some good insight, you know?
And surprisingly, this is our fifth year doing this. We started in October 1st, 2020.
It's crazy.
And now we're ending 2025. It's been a great year. We look back on all the different podcasts we recorded. This is our 243rd episode.
Wow.
And we're looking we're looking forward to continuing this into 2026. But just like you said, Andrew, to recap the year, we had a lot of great guests on the podcast. We learned a lot, and I hope everybody listening learned and got some insight into the Hamptons real estate market, had some laughs along the way. But it was definitely great to get our agents on this podcast. New, experienced, all different types of agents came in, and everyone had a different topic and a different outlook on the real estate market.
I think, 5 years ago when we started this, it was kind of like, I remember we were all sitting around talking, we're like, we should start a podcast. We're like, we should start a podcast. And that's usually how a lot of things begin. But like anything in real estate and life, consistency is key. And I think just doing this every week, the longer we've been doing this, the more I've gotten feedback from friends, people in the industry, that have said like, "Hey, I listen to your podcast." Like, "Oh, you're the guys from the podcast." Like, we listen every week, and I know agents have told me they've gotten business from the podcast.
Yeah,
so
absolutely,
it started as an idea and it's really grown.
That's weird when
it's
they
cool.
say that. That's cool. Yeah,
it's useful. I mean, between the weekly data, the events,
data. I think they tune in for the data.
Yeah, but it's also the events of what's happening in the Hamptons. So it's a little bit of everything. We touch on
and
it.
The outlook.
Does anybody tune in for the intro?
They tune in.
No, probably not.
Your voice. No, the data is valuable, and then also I like it when they give the outlook on what they think is going to happen.
Yeah, it's always good to get a different insight and perspective from different types of agents. And like Andrew said, a lot of agents did get some business from this, and it's a great way to tease up some new listings coming onto the market or highlight some significant listings that are currently available. And I just think it's a great tool for the agents and for the brand. And we're looking forward for 2026. We have some great guests already lined up, and it's always exciting what we bring year over year.
I was at a listing for one of our agents to do the video there, and the homeowner was there, and she's like, "Oh, the podcast guy," and I was like, "Oh, very cool." So I think that also goes a long way to what we bring as a company from a marketing perspective. It's like, it's great that's recognizable to homeowners, and they know that that's going to be. Vince Orcasitas calling in the middle of the podcast. That makes perfect sense.
You just got to be on all different types of platforms, from being on the podcast to the videos on YouTube, on social media. Obviously we do print marketing and direct and digital marketing, but this is really just putting the brand out there on as many possible relevant platforms.
Staying ahead of the curve.
Thanks. Absolutely.
The year's over, man.
The year's over. So let's talk a little bit about the numbers. How did we do?
So it was a great year in 2025. This past week, 15 listings went into contract. So we're still seeing some significant deals going into contract as we round out the year. Last year, there were 18, so it's a decrease of 17%. And 2 years ago, there were 16 listings that went into contract, small decrease there of 6%. But the breakdown is pretty significant for these 15 transactions. 2 of them were between $10 and $15 million. One between 5 and 10, 3 between 3 and 5, 1 between 2 and 3, 6 between 1 and 2, and 2 under $1 million. Dollar volume was $57 million. Last year it was $53 million, increase of 8%. And 2 years ago, the dollar volume was $46 million, increase of 24%. New listings are still coming onto the market. There were 17 new listings that came on. That increases inventory by 2 listings. In the breakdown of the 17 new listings, there is 1 between 15 and 20 million, 1 between 10 and 15, 2 between 5 and 10, 2 between 3 and 5, 4 between 2 and 3, 6 between 1 and 2, and 1 under $1 million. Inventory stands at 1,688 total listings, 1,307 active, and 381 in contract. So Still activity happening in the Hamptons, even in December, and some significant properties are going into contract. These are all going to close in the year 2026. So my outlook already for 2026 is going to be a strong year because of all these significant properties going into contract in 2025. And, you know,
These $10 million plus properties, I mean, they're real. Like, they're happening frequently now.
yeah, they're
you know?
real. We're seeing a lot of properties that have been on the market for a little bit are now going into contract, and they're going in quick. You know, we had
it's
in the
wild.
past 6 weeks, we've seen a lot of significant listings go into contract. So it's pretty good tell of what the next year outlook will look like. We're all excited and hopeful for 2026. And when we come back from break within a couple of weeks, we'll highlight some of the year-end data and tell you all how 2025 fared this year. But I believe it's going to be very positive from last year.
That's great. That's great.
Want to know what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, we
You
might as well.
want
We
to
got
talk
a little
about
bit.
you want to talk about resolutions? I got New Year's things happening here.
We can
Do you,
talk
do you
resolutions.
have a resolution?
Tell me yours first.
You know, my New Year's resolution is to always try to improve myself in all aspects, from health to wealth.
But how could you get any better?
Health to
Steve?
wealth.
How
you know?
could you? You're an epitome of health.
Okay,
You're a
yeah.
specimen.
I'm always trying to just improve my skills and be sharper. So I would say just to be more, to be sharper. It's my
To be sharper.
sharper in all aspects of life.
Come on, that's you got to be.
That's
You
real.
can't dial in a little further than that. That's kind of 50,000 feet up. No,
Everyone says lose weight, be healthy. So
Yeah.
go with that.
you're gonna go lose weight.
What about you?
The specific thing, I want to read more books.
Okay.
I read 2 books last year,
Wow.
and it's embarrassing that I was thinking about that when we were talking about it prior to the podcast. If I'm gonna dial in, I want to read more books.
Okay.
You know, because reading is like a
What
relaxing
type of
thing.
books? Self.
Like novels. No.
Novels, like stories?
No. Like reading for pleasure is my.
Okay.
You know, I've always read for improvement.
yeah,
or,
uh-huh.
you know, and I think that's my resolution this year. Reading for
Dowd, Andrew
pleasure.
Dowd, what about you?
I want to. I had a good year in 2024.
Yeah, you did.
I
the
think
Iron
last
Man.
year yours was to do the Iron Man. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
accomplished
I
that.
feel
did
like your resolution should be to chill out a
To
little
relax.
I don't even know how to chill out. Like, I woke up at 5:00 today, and I was like, I need to, like, I'm ready to start the day.
Yeah.
I'm not good at sitting around and not doing.
Well, what
something.
time do you go to sleep?
Last night was 9:30.
You could do like a health podcast on the side. You know, I would listen to it.
That could be kind of
Give
cool.
us a resolution.
I would like to. My resolution. You know what? I have a lot of projects that are open ended at my house that I need to.
Improving your house, or
I would need
To complete.
Yeah, to complete. Like, for instance, I am currently halfway through doing a backsplash in my kitchen. I am halfway through improving the chicken coop out back. I am
got it.
halfway through doing something in the garage. I have cars that are apart. I have too many things started, and I need to finish them.
That's
right.
a good one.
So I think this year is going to be to button up some of the open-ended projects.
See, for me, it's so foreign of a concept to be able to do something like that, like a backsplash or like fix something in any way, shape, or form.
YouTube, man.
Yeah, I
Wealth of
just
knowledge.
I can't even imagine doing it. Whenever I watch a guy, there's 2 things in life. When I watch someone play an instrument, it's like watching a magician.
Yes,
And then
I
whenever
agree
I
with that.
drive by a construction site and I see these guys up 100 feet in the air, 50, or I don't even know how high they are, but up on the, I just saw it today driving in. The guy had a harness on, and he's up there, and he's nailing, I guess. I don't even know. It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
So there you go. Well, you want to learn something?
I don't want to learn how to do that.
All right, fine.
It's pure
You
danger.
can come. You can. No, backsplashing is not dangerous. You can come help me.
Somehow I would figure out how to hurt myself doing that.
All right. So good resolutions. What do we got going on this weekend?
That's right. Okay. What's going on this weekend? Well, a lot of things are happening. Very good things. First of all, it's Happy Hanukkah. We're in Hanukkah season. So we got Shabbat and Hanukkah on the beach on December 19th from 5 to 7 p.m. at Main Beach in East Hampton. So, or if you're Jewish or if you're Jewish, you could go to that. That should be cool. Then on December 20th, you have a Parish Art Museum guided tour. You can drop in and do this, and you'll have a museum guide bring you throughout the museum and describe all of the art. Takes approximately 40 minutes for that, so that's kind of a nice thing to do. If you're going to be around here for Christmas Eve and you're a terrible cook, you have a couple of options in terms of restaurants. Do you cook on Christmas Eve, or would you go out?
I do a bit.
I'm going to go, I'm going to cook.
If it was up to you, would you go out? I feel like going out on Christmas Eve is strange. But people do it.
I think we did once when I was a kid. Once. Typically no, though.
Well, whatever. So Christmas Eve, they have a Celebrate Christmas Eve dinner at Nick and Tony's. It's $145 per person. It's an unbelievable Italian restaurant. That's an OG Italian restaurant in East Hampton that's been around there forever, since I was a little kid. And that's been like one of the elite restaurants for like 40 years, like a long time. I think about it. Anyway, they got a Christmas Eve thing. And then if you want to try out this new restaurant, I've heard nothing but good things about it, Phoenix in Southampton. I saw an unbelievable video. It looks incredible.
Gorgeous.
They're having a Christmas Eve dinner. That's at 75 Jobs Lane. That's the old Le Chef.
I used to go there for New Year's Eve. Are they doing anything on New Year's Eve? Probably, right?
They probably are. I don't have that in here. But they have a Christmas Eve dinner for $150 per person. Montauk pearl oysters, smoked salmon, yellowfin tuna tartare, seared local calamari, steamed local black seafood, grilled lobster, red shrimp, pumpkin lobster bisque,
sounds like a deal.
Local striped bass with chorizo and clams. Oh my goodness!
I think
seafood.
New Year's Eve is the most overrated holiday.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, it's like then midnight happens.
My wife
and it's
loves
like,
it. My wife's obsessed
we're
with
done.
New Year's Eve.
You know, I don't know.
Okay, so speaking of New Year's Eve, you can also do New Year's Eve at Nick and Tony's. They're doing a New Year's Eve thing, and there's going to be a New Year's Eve bash at the Children's Museum of the East End for kids. I've gone to that. That's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's so much fun. They just have so many fun things to do for kids. That's in Bridgehampton. Other New Year's Eve events, you have New Year's Eve at the Almond restaurant in Bridgehampton has a legendary New Year's Eve dinner. That they've been doing every year. A very, very popular place to go for New Year's Eve is Almond Restaurant. I think they bring out like a giant, like a pig, like do like a pig roast or something. It's like incredible.
Wow.
And then other options for New Year's Eve is they're having a New Year's Laughin' Eve 2025 at Bay Street Theater starting at 8 p.m. So I guess the move is go to Bay Street Theater at 8 p.m. and then go to dinner and celebrate New Year's Eve into the evening at Phoenix or Nick and Tony's. That's a cool move. That'd be a good move. Yeah, that's what's going on. I mean, there's a lot of other nice things to do. The Cherry Bombs are going to be playing December 20th from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Stephen Talk House. Tickets are only $30. I can't remember the last time I was at the Stephen Talk House. Can't remember the last time I was there.
I would go off season though, right? I mean, because the summer is just insane.
Awesome.
Yeah,
like
I've never been.
Yeah, like some of the girls that work at Saunders, they go there. Like Nick goes there. They love it. It's like a go-to spot for the young kids. It's awesome.
That used to be cool.
I never go. I gotta go. It's a long drive from Southampton to Amagansett. Is that enough? Do you guys want more?
Great.
You feel good about that?
I feel good.
You think our audience is going to be happy with that?
Well, they're going to have to be because we're 15 minutes into this podcast.
All right.
And
you're right.
I think we should wrap it up there.
As long as we can go?
That's it. We're going to wrap it there. Wrap it for 2025.
A Happy New Year to everybody out there. See you all next year.
That's a good ending. There you go. All right. On that note, I'm Andrew Dowd. That's what's happening in the Hamptons. We'll see you guys next year.